guys? Welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Beating the market one trade at a time. First things first, smash that subscribe button down below. Like, comment, share. So let's dive into it. Today I'm going to give you my top three penny picks for the week. So let's get into it. So for number one, these are no specific order. We have ticker sign ZOM for Zone Media Pharmaceutical Corporation. Their moving average 50 is 275, and their moving average 200 is 3.30 cents. So they ended the week on the note of 31 cents. So let's go to another chart, and we'll see that they've been slightly on a breakout from 14 cents and all the way up to 31 cents. Let's see if we can go to another chart, their day chart. Yeah, they're pretty low, but they're still above their moving average 50 and moving average 200, which is always a good sign for movement. So let's go into one of the articles from the website, from their website, one of their press releases. So this came out January 23rd, 2020. So this says Zomedica to focus on tough forma commercialization. So this is basically one of their drugs that they produce. They're focusing on marketing verification of Tofamora's initial assays is expected to be completed by the end of first quarter 2020. So it should be completed now. Basically, that's what this means. So it's good they have a drug out there that they're marketing to kind of be their champion for the company. So this should currently be out. If we go to another one of the articles, this is February 14th. So this article recently came out. It says Zomedica announces completion of $2.5 million registered direct offering. Um, it says a veterinary diagnostic company announced today that its completion of previously announced registered direct offering of 20 million. So yeah, it's basically 20 million common shares at a purchase price of 12 cents a share for gross proceeds of 2.5 million. In addition, concurrent private placement, so media issued the investors warrant to purchase 20 million common shares, represent 100% of the number of common shares issued to register direct offering with an exercise price of 20 cents per share, a 5-year exercise period commencing 6 months after issue date. So, you know, there's basically movement going on in the company, and I think this will help the share price to continue to grow um, and to get out of where it's currently at, which is 31 cents. And it definitely shows the market reflected that. If we can go to see, go to that file date. Yeah, so on the 14th, when this news came out, when this article came out, we can see that they were all the way down at 13 cents a share. But since then, it's kind of spiked up based on that news. I think it's going to continue that trend of spiking up for the weeks coming up. So that's why I picked them as one of my picks for the week. So going into our next one, we got ticker sign VTVT, which is VTV Therapeutics Incorporated. So their moving average 50 is $2.14. Moving average 200 is $1.63. If we go to where they currently ended, they are at 335, which is above their moving average 50 and moving average 200. So going into another one of the charts, we can see they've been on kind of an uptrend since about the end of November. Going to their 1 month chart, they were down at like 209 in February the 7th, and they gapped up to about $3.44, and they've kind of turned back around. They went down a little bit after that to 264, but they've kind of gone back up to $1,235, which is where they ended on Friday. Now, depending on when you watch this video, the price is going to be different, so just bear that in mind. Also, bear in mind the fact that I'm not a financial advisor. These are just all suggestions, all speculative information when it comes to all the penny picks for the weeks. So just bear that in mind. Always do your own due diligence when it comes to investing. Don't just go off one video. Always do your own research. This is just one step in the research that should be being done by everyone else. So, going to press release. This is their fourth quarter review, fourth quarter and full year financial results. So this came out the 20th. It was a pretty recent article. If we go to some of their recent achievements, an Outlook Type 1 diabetes study announced a positive result for Part 1 and Part 2. Full results of the Simply T1 study presented later this year. We initiate discussion with FDA regarding the design of the next 6-month trial test TTP 399 in patients with type 1 diabetes. So basically, they're saying, the results coming from that. They have an Alzheimer's disease study. It says enrollment continue for phase 2 of Alivage. I think that's how you say that study of Alzaragon. I don't know how to pronounce that. So sorry guys if I completely butchered that. And then going to the important parts, the fourth quarter 2019 financial results. So cash position, the company cash position as of December 31st, 2019 was 4.3 million compared to 4.2 million as of September 30th, 2019. It says of these amounts, 2.5 million is restricted due to requirements of its loan agreement. Revenues were insignificant for both the third quarter and fourth quarter of 2019. R&D expenses, research and development expenses were 4.4 million in the fourth quarter of 2019 and 3.7 million in the third quarter of 2019. The increase in these costs was driven primarily by recognition of the offset research and development expenses in the third quarter for a milestone payment received under the collaboration agreement with JDRF International. So it says net loss before non-controlling interest was 6.9 million for the fourth quarter compared to 6.0 million for the third quarter. So they're losing, some money, but it seems like they're on track to increase the amount of money that they're doing because it says that they went up from 4.3 million to 4.2 million. So I think that's a good sign that you see a company increase its cash position as well as um, its net loss. So, I think if they continue to increase their cash position to get a bigger gap between that and their loss, then I think we can see the company become profitable and they continue with their R&D expenses because I know for medical pharmaceutical companies, R&D is basically like the largest portion because they got to develop new drugs and testing, and that takes a large part of expenses. So I think if they can lower that and increase their cash position with the products that they currently have, get FDA approval, I think this company is definitely, we can see them going up even higher from the 335 than what they're currently at. So that's why I picked them as my second penny stock to look for next week. Going into the third penny stock, we have AKG, which is Asanko Gold Incorporated. Their moving average 50 is 89 cents. Their moving average 283 cents. And they ended on Friday at 99 cents. So a pretty big gap up, about 10-cent difference between their moving average 50 and where they ended on Friday. So if we go to another one of their charts, this one actually says they ended at $1. So that's even better. If we look at the chart, since about June, they've kind of been on a uptrend. This is June of 2019. They've been on an uptrend from where they were at, which is 53 cents, and they're at $1. So that's pretty high difference in value. So if we go to their financial results, so this is a press release. This came out February 13th, so it's pretty recent. The quarter four record highlights 100% basis. So it says record quarterly gold production of 660,122 ounces at all sustaining cost of 969 an ounce. Gold sales of 696,095 ounces at an average realized price of 1,465 an ounce, generating gold sale proceeds of $96.8 million. So that's quite a bit of money that they made from that. It says strong cash flow generation with operating cash flow of 45.4 million and free cash flow of 28.9 million. It says received the Mining Company of the Year award from the Ghana Chamber of Mines for the second year in a row. So basically, this company, is receiving awards and is bringing in a lot of money, which means that they're on the right track. And this is the country basically recognized them for this. So for the fiscal year 2019, it says proceeds of 342.4 million generated from gold mine sales of 248,000. Just gonna round that up. 248,000 ounces. And then it says record gold production of 251 ounces. Uh, Exceeding the upper guidance of 225,000 and 245,000. So they basically beat the expectation for how much they thought they were going to get for that year, which is also a good thing. Generated operating cash flow of 120 million and free cash flow of 44 million. So this company is bringing in quite a bit of money, which is a good thing, and I think that based on the press release that has just come out, that it is a good investment, and we can see that the company is definitely reflecting that in the stock price. So it currently ended at $1, but I think I could see this going back up even more. It's reached 104. If we see on here, it's reached 105 stock price, but I think I can see it going back up to that price or a little bit more when it comes to next week, just based on how good this press release was. It only came out for their financials about 10 days ago, so it's pretty fresh, and you know I think people have gotten time to read it, and news has gotten out about it. So that's why I picked them as my third stock for penny stocks for the week. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what penny stocks you guys are looking at. Like, comment, share. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys, do some more research on these companies. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you guys dive into what these companies do and see if it makes sense to you. Don't invest in companies that don't understand the business model or how they make money or what these companies do. Make sure you always, do research. You can never do too much research on a company before investing, because you're basically believing in that company. But if you don't understand how they make money, then why invest in them? It's your money. You might as well keep it. So good luck trading out there. Smash that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.